Hey everyone, and welcome to a review of Encre Noir Encre Noir Sport. So I'm Stephen, and I've owned this juice for maybe like 8 months now. I've worn it quite a bit, as you can see from the level here, so I think I'm in a good position to give this a decent review. So this is relatively cheap. I think I paid £25 for this on All Beauty for 100ml. And I've actually sampled the original Encre Noir. Well, I owned that, but then I sold it. And I've also sampled the Luxtreme version. However, this to me is the best in the series. I find that the original Encre Noir just has really crap performance. I had the reformulated version too, which said like 89% on the bottom in relation to the alcohol volume. And this one, the performance is just so much better on me, you know, this radiates off my skin. So you can see here it's kind of a nice juice colour, it's kind of bluey, and I didn't actually realise this until I kind of caught it in light sometime. I usually see it in my cupboard and it looks black, like it probably does now, or hopefully it does now. So yeah, it's a very nice presentation. The box is upstairs, but I can't be arsed to get it. Right, so there's notes in here, and I'm not going to bother listing the notes because what's the point? You know, listing fragrance notes doesn't really give you an idea of what it will smell like. Yeah, it's pretty much vetiver, grapefruit and cypress. It combines together to give you a much fresher take on the original. However, it is still quite a dark juice. I don't know why they call it sport, because I think that's a bit of a misnomer. I find that, you know, I cycle quite often, as you can probably tell by the bikes behind me. So yeah, so I've used this while cycling a few times, and I've sprayed a decent amount on my skin to go out on the bike. I was cycling, you know, sort of 20 miles an hour in quite cold weather. It was raining, so obviously I'm travelling through the wind and stuff, which is blowing against me. But still, the performance on this was great. The wind just didn't kind of carry the fragrance away, and it stayed on my cycling jersey for maybe a week afterwards. I'm not even joking here. I kind of went quite heavy with the sprays, and when I got back from cycling, threw my clothes aside to wash later, and when I eventually got round to washing them, this was extremely prominent. So kind of the performance on this is really good on my skin. Fragrances are kind of weird on me, I find. They are just hit or miss, you know. Not every fragrance, which people claim to be the most beastly juices, on me they just never are. And then the things which people say are quite subtle tend to be the loudest fragrances. It's a really strange thing, you know, but performance on this is great. So I've sprayed it a little bit on my hand here, or my upper arm rather. And the top notes have faded away, you know, and you ended up with this kind of pretty dark fragrance, which is why I'm saying that the word sport is just not really applicable here. I can use it for sporting activities, but I don't know, maybe the sport is indicating this is slightly bit fresher. Like compared to the original Encre Noir, it definitely isn't as dark, and it is a bit more mass appealing. I believe I done some quick first impressions with my friend on camera, and he smelled the original Encre Noir and he smelled this, and he much preferred this. Like, he's not really big into his fragrances, so this was a much more appealing scent. And weirdly, you know, I like my dark scents, but Encre Noir, the original, just has absolutely dire performance on my skin, which is why I'm so much fonder of this particular bottle. So I'll quickly spray a bit on now, and of note as well is the atomizer is great. You can spray out quite a bit of juice, and instantly, you know, that's just really strong. I mean, I'm about a foot away from my arm here, and there's just a very kind of citric heavy sort of, but then also slightly dark smell coming towards me. It's I really do enjoy this juice a lot. So the bottle I have here is from 2014. This fragrance was released in 2013, and I doubt there was a reformulation in between my one and when it came out. I'm not sure if any have taken place since, but it's an extremely strong fragrance on my skin. In terms of like duration, I'm getting consistently like at least 8 hours on this. I think the original Encre Noir I was getting maybe 4 hours at tops. This is easily 8 hours minimum. I find, yes, like I said, the smell is much more appealing to most people, and even to me, as a lover of darker scents, I just prefer this one versus the original. The extreme flanker just wasn't really there for me. I just didn't think it was anything special. I think I might have to get another one to kind of test it further, but it just didn't really captivate me in the same way this one did. I remember feeling a bit let down by the original Encre Noir, to be honest. So the citrus aspect kind of goes away quite quickly, and then you are left with that deeper, darker scent, which is reminiscent of the original one. And yes, I'm going to quickly summarize this and kind of give it a quick rating. The quality of the juice for the price is really high. Like £25 will get you a great smelling fragrance. You know, the quality to price ratio through the roof. So value for money, I'm going to give this a 9. In terms of the scent quality itself, I'm going to give this an 8. The longevity and performance will also get, well, we'll get an 8.5. Like, it's not beast mode, but it's strong, on me anyway. And overall, I'm going to rate this fragrance a 7.5 out of 10. I would recommend testing it. Don't go off and blind buy it, but give it a test and see if this works for you. It's a great introductory fragrance of vetiver, and give it a shot and see how you think. So thanks for watching, guys, and until the next one, have a great Christmas, by the way. And yeah, obviously, this Christmas Eve today, I'm not doing any kind of Christmas-related fragrances. That's just who I am, but have a good time, and Merry Christmas, etc. And I'll probably see you in the new year now. Take care and bye.